There are also specific techniques which counselors can use to apply the MI principles. Combined, these 4 MI techniques are referred to by the acronym OARS.
The first of those 4 techniques in MI is open-ended questions. And open-ended questions are those that set the stage for a student to ad lib and expand upon their answer rather than asking closed-ended questions that tend to limit the response to yes or no or something very finite and small. So this is an empowering approach because it invites the student to express him or herself, to take the stage, if you will, and feel recognized that their thinking and how they express it is of value to the person asking the questions. An example would be to say, tell me about what you dreamed of doing when you were in school earlier and you contemplated going to college. What kinds of ideas or passion or dream did you have about what you might do one day with a college degree? The second of those fundamental techniques for MI is affirmations. It is providing affirmations to a student. This is something we do naturally when we focus on another person's strengths. It's important that we do it sincerely and authentically and not exaggerate so as to be credible. That is, a person places some trust in what we're saying about them. Students often will be hesitant to believe positive feedback or accept that they truly have the strengths and potential that we're talking about. So giving realistic, authentic affirmations. For example, saying to a student, well, let's take a look at your history. While you have struggled on the one hand, it is clearly true that you have had these successes. For example, you participated in the Boy Scouts and you earned this rank, or you were in sports in Little League and you completed the season and you earned this award, or you graduated high school and you've attained a certain level of achievement, or even when you had a setback, you were able to get back on the horse, so to speak, and earn your GED. Those are affirming statements that, if true, help set the stage for the potential to go forward and be equally or more successful. The next technique in the OARS acronym is to offer reflections. Reflections represent our being the social mirror to a student. That is, to reflect back to them what it is they're saying, and to some degree the nonverbal communication, that is what they're not saying, so that we provide them with a more accurate picture of who they are, what they're saying, what they're thinking, and what they're experiencing emotionally. And the power of offering reflections is based in the principle that the truth, that is, data and facts, are empowering. And helping students, for example, then, to see themselves more realistically, that is, to face the truth and the facts about themselves that they might otherwise be minimizing or exaggerating, is a source of support or empowerment. So an example of providing reflections would be to say, on the one hand, you describe yourself as having doubt about your ability to see it through because you say you're not smart enough. And yet, we look at your track record and some of the test data that suggests that you've got more than enough ability in terms of your intelligence through IQ scores and achievement tests, and you've put it into practice. So I'm a little confused that you would have these doubts when the history clearly shows otherwise. The fourth technique is to make summaries. And to make summaries with a student in motivational interviewing is to pull various fragments or pieces of information that they've shared with us or otherwise we know about them into more of a storyline, to give them what might be called the big picture or gestalt of their situation. And this takes a little bit of creative ability on the part of the coach, but pulling the fragments together to give what might be otherwise described as an aha moment back to the student. That is, to be able to say, if we add up the puzzle pieces and put them together into one whole picture, what appears is a student who underestimates his or her ability to persevere towards successful end, or one who doesn't believe that they are worthy or deserving of a college degree or a family supporting career beyond college. And it's important that you recognize that that's the big picture that you're portraying to me, which of course doesn't fit with your character and your history and your abilities and your potential. So let's talk about that big picture and how we might put this puzzle together in a different way.